Good morning. All right, something kind of fun. I had a really good dreamscape last night, and I was seeing this pattern, weaving self to higher self to the third eye with innate intelligence, and connecting my meditation points. If I'm connecting to earth or ancestral energies, it's Middle Earth. If I'm connecting to galactic help and assistance, which is also our ancestral energies, but a different flow, it's at our source. The strongest thing you'll ever come across is you. Let's work with yourself in the mirror, look at yourself, enjoy yourself. And you can also look at yourself through the eyes of others if you have self-esteem issues, but we'll discuss that in more detail later. Anyhow, innate intelligence. Your body knows things. It knows. Ooh, too hot. Intuitive guidance. So, I have been going through an interesting process of my own and meeting online psychics, tarot readers, and thises and that's, and braiding that into what I understand and what I've gotten from my esoteric, it's too hot right now, studies. So the pattern that came in last night was fucking intense. And I was quietly mulling over it. When something comes in really, really strong, I go to a 0 point and put self and higher self around it. Draw in God's inside your body, however you want to label, feel, see, sense it, and draw it through that veil. That, in reality, has made me really blessed in some areas, like apoptosis. My body commits apoptosis for me regularly. Thank you. My innate intelligence and I are synchronizing and becoming really good synchronistic swimmers. That being that, self and higher self is the strongest bridge, I believe, that you'll have between collective consciousness and God and you. And that's inside you. It can be hidden with low emotions, and it can be dusty with low self-esteem. So, you and you. That's what I wish to address. Self and higher self. Clear those veils, and I'll connect that to the strongest meditation points that I have, which is Middle Earth and Center Source. See how that flows. Because the pattern is so diverse, and this is the first time I'm trying it, I'm bringing out 4 stones that I use in my shaman studies, and they help hold down the corners, the 4 corners of Earth. Internal, as above, so below. I'm going to set them out. Snake will be at the root. The puma will be at the crown. Condor. It's going to be at the 3rd solar plexus. A hummingbird heart at the 4th. All right. A card that represents my higher self. That was fast. We didn't really shuffle, but I'm going to take it anyways. Represents my higher self. Passion, card number 34, 3s and 4s. Okay. Actually, I'm going to shuffle. Passion, yay, great, red, fire energies, burning through. One more card, my higher self, innate intelligence, and my higher self. Innate intelligence and higher self. I wish to thin the veils collectively. Original. Yeah. Nobody can duplicate who and what you are. That's why you're precious. You are a force. Everyone is. But you personally, watching this video, listening, are a force. It's not easy to know, feel, and understand that depending on your environment. In a perfect world, I chose my parents, so I have my perfect world. But in a perfect world, I would have been born with families who understand that kind of gift. I wasn't. Instead, we had Bible thumpers and a different way of belief, which also brings you to God internal. So, my innate intelligence, my gifts, my abilities, what I do, my balance of flow, bringing that in. Now I'm going to reach for yours through collective conscious, yourself and your higher self. Center to self, yourself, yourself. Higher to self, yourself. It's funny, I made my lap jump. 8. Alchemy. Okay, your higher self, your highest self. Your highest self from your galactic team. Your highest self from your galactic team. Your highest self. Your highest self. Sensitivity. Wonderful. Card number 35. Interesting. Okay. Putting me at the root. And you at the crown. So, from highest self to your organic self, your earthen self, from center source energy. Ancestral help. That brings your senses. You have more than 6, but your 6 senses around you. Your ancestral help. So that you naturally grab the things that are good for you, uplifting. So you ingest the foods that dance with you on a cellular level. Okay. Between the 3rd and the 4th chakra here, between the condor and the hummingbird, energy to disperse, energy to disperse, energy to disperse, please. That bird just flew by. Interesting. Coherence. And I literally pulled it upside down. Okay. And I don't know how, but this one right here flipped. So we're going to take it. Interesting. Okay. Coherence. 313. All right. Yeah, we'll definitely take that. 313. Okay. Conjure energy. The innate intelligence. I'm offering gifting and projecting innate intelligence to be received after being cleansed through. Let's cleanse from me to you and you to me. The reason being that sometimes it's easier to heal someone else than heal ourselves. It's more comfortable in our emotional body. We can do yada yada for our son, our daughter, our husband, our wife, our blah blah blah. To ourselves, me doing 3 meals a day was like, holy cow, you're not gonna believe what's happening, guys. Especially moms, they're really good at putting themselves on the back burner because they're multi-dimensional connections. So, higher self, collectus, highest self, connected to the galactic, connected to Middle Earth, bringing in coherence, solar, what we do, why we do, setting the course. Like willpower works briefly. Especially if you encourage your willpower with, yay, go to the gym and then treat yourself and then pray, blah, blah, blah. Although I'm not talking about body, I'm talking about body, mind, spirit, alignment with source and earth. Movement and flow. Okay, from me, from strong, active, conscious intelligence around us. Okay, 2 more cards. In a single card format, what I'm bringing. Thank you. Time 41. In a single format, what collective consciousness is bringing. Me pulling collective conscious energy back into our now is utilizing many to help in the now for the one. God loves you better than even I can, and I love you. That's why I can do energy like this. That's interesting. I went to wipe off something on my table, and it was charcoal, and it just drew a line. Unconditional love. My homework assignment. I've been working on loving myself as well as God loves me. I didn't know it could get better than unconditional. That energy. That's what I'm tapping. Okay. Power of love. How it holds the fabric of the universe. The way that humans are joyous, happy, kind, loving, compassionate. Happy, kind, loving, compassionate. 11. That's a good one. Thank you. All right. Bottom of the deck, honesty, peeking through, transparency. Sometimes when they come out like that, they really just want to say something. And top of the deck is, I guess you can see it, dynamic. Because my body's already shaking a little bit. I can tell when I'm tapping into large sources. All right. Thinning the veils, higher self to self. Activating the potential of the third eye. Reason of potential, the things that we've manifested into Earth's time frame have been to the best of what we knew to ask for. Although most of what we know to ask for is war, not on purpose, but it drop your defenses. Most people don't even know what they're defensive about, or how they're defensive, or why they're defensive. I like to think that everybody understands that about self. Take down the defenses and we stop hurting each other. It's that entitlement to be okay to hurt what's around you. It's not. And when you realize what you're hurting is your brother, your sister, your mother, your family, your soul, your last lover, your last mentor, your past life moment of wow that you're shitting all over, that kind of energy. And then, thank you for reminding me. We did have a beautiful top and bottom, but I'm mixing Ukraine and Russia. I wish to put that foremost. And those will be near our 4 shaman totems between West and Conyer. Between West and Conyer, a card for Ukraine, a card for Ukraine. Between West and Conyer, a card for Ukraine. This is going to set right above where the second solar plexus is. Healing, card number 29. Thank you. Love to Russia, a card for Russia, a card for Russia. Healing, love, light, transparency, openness, Russia. A card for Russia, a card for Russia. Rooting. That's interesting, and that's going to go between the hummingbird and the puma. Okay. Thank you. Bottom of the deck is connection, 16. Top of the deck is 17, 16, 17. Consciousness. love, healing, compassion. Thousands of souls have already been lost in our not third world war. The finances of Ukraine, their economy is shut down by half. Russia, they're also losing money. More than that, they're losing what they have to bring to the table. They're losing the joy, the laughter, the peace, the serenity. They're losing the things that matter the most. Let us bring them peace, serenity, calmness. Let's bring calmness to the situation. Let's have my higher self, your higher self, work with us as we heal ourselves and project that energy that direction. I can love you ways that you may not know you're lovable. And you can love me ways that I don't see, that I don't know that I'm lovable. That bridge helps bring quantum entanglement in a benevolent, loving way. What spins you down is self-sabotage, low self-esteem, blindness, darkness, that kind of stuff. Just if we could put the leader of Russia and Ukraine and have them Zoom conference and put us all on the lawn and listen, that would end it before it ever started. Thousands of people have already died, and the answer's right there. That is injustice. And it's easy for us to think that, and maybe you are in Ukraine or Russia and it's personally affecting you. Maybe it is a personal story, and for me speaking, it isn't. It is 1/3 of my children are in the military, the Army and the Navy. And I know that my children don't believe in killing children. I know that when my dad came back from war, he was best at shooting children. Not on purpose, but when you strap their little bodies to bombs and send them across to American troops while holding the guns to their mother's head behind them, the kid has no choice but to run, and the troops have no choice but to shoot. Ugly wrapped into ugly, into gross. And that's okay as long as we have a winner. Actually, nobody's winning. Our society has came to total collapse at least 5 times, like humanity, society-wise. Our wars were happening right as the atomic table, as we're finding new information on the atomic table. Oh, a periodic chart. We are seeing and testing people. Look at what Hitler is doing and what Hitler was looking for and what he was searching for. A lot of our medical advances was because of that grossness. And thank you for the medical advances. We appreciate that. By the way, our medical system's having a major collapse right now. Can't imagine why. Sound. Sound. Frequency, vibration. Sound it's like a tidal wave. When you send out your love, your care, your compassion, your concern, when you send that out from your center of self, the world, the universe works on attraction, attraction, attraction. Everything you manifested, you accept, take responsibility, able to respond to, that kind of energy. Some of us are, I don't want to say more advanced, but are more comfortable with what we already know. Others are fighting for the step, and in that fight, they're defensive, which builds and accumulates us to war. So, I'm focusing on bringing gifts abilities that the innate intelligent has, the things that you were born with into your now, which requires an equilibrium balance of your emotional body. So, my higher self, your higher self, let's have a party. Ooh, speaking of, these are my two favorite meditation partners. I got this off Amazon. Empaths are sensitive to their environment. It's easy to say, oh, I'm sensitive, but also see what you're sensitive about, why you're sensitive, and prioritize in a way that honors who and what you are. That's part of some of the stuff missing in the environment that we didn't have to build upon to begin with. So, this is lovely. I'm going to be setting this over the coherency. This mini museum, 32 rare specimens from the age of dinosaurs. And the great dying too. Anyhow, sorry. I don't know if you can see. Oh, let me try and do it this way. Oh, you probably still can't see. Do I have a clear something? Everything has words on it. Oh, not my grandmother's recipe book. That has the words inside of it. Ah, thank you, Aunt Clara. So, see it. Oh, is it too dark now? I may not be able to see it. Michael used to bring me mammoth bones from Valdez in necklaces and jewelry, and I would sit and drive with them. Now I'm realizing how much I speak to the stones and the bones. I didn't know that back then. So, I'm not ready just yet. No, 22 o'clock. I mean, taking up so much time. I'm getting something to clean off the table where that bit of charcoal drew on the table. Not that it needs that. I could do the light language now, but I'm casting. I don't know what else to explain. I'm casting. I'm waiting till I feel that correct. Power of love, the ability of love heals, harmonizes. Nature is always in harmony. We want to learn from Mother Nature, don't we? All right, got that part cleaned up, and I'm gonna need a stone this time. But let me see if you can see it. Take a deep breath in. Slow breath out. Feel the energy from Middle Earth. Bring it through the bottoms of your feet. Satria Sukura Satria Samoya Teria Sakaria Satria Sukuchi Kopoya Karia Satria Sutria the Barakaria Sataria Sataria Satakosha Sapa, the Krapuria Kasatata. Energies around your ankles. Kurabria Satria Satosa Maria Tatata Sata Susu Shushu 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 to move and articulate. Kunamanasa with smooth grace. Quaskas Cascas Cascas Quasca Shasu Shasai, the Poya Satai, Tried Kunamanasa Shususha. Na sa sa sa. Nuya taya tukuya ya sata satria sakuya. Kunamanasa shasu shasa sa sa. Bring it up from the ground. Kwas kas 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 kas. Shasa sa moria sa 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 sa. Shasu shasa sha. Yours and mine. Kunamanasa through our feet. Kunamanasa shasu shasa. Kunamanasa shasa shasa sa. Shuyasa. Bring gratitude to earth. Kunamanasa shasuya kaya. Feel the warmth of that in your belly. Strength and recalibration. Nossa shisutriya sutuku sutriya 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 sakaria sakakis kodebaya sutriya sutriya. Galactic family. Kwasa shisusutreta. Bring your attention to your neck. Kwasa shisusususususa. Let that energy flow in and out. Kunamasa shisususakaria sata satakara satakasha satakara satakara kusha sasa. Noasa shasusu shususu shususu. From the top of the crown. From center source, allow that energy to rain down. Healing, love, and light. That the elements respond. That the animal kingdom is aware. Sees who you are. Bridge. Put in the solar plexus. Tie it in. No, four corners. Shasaka. Shako paka third eye. Nanavasa Tria Satakabaya Satria 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 Satakapoya Taria Taka. Nea Taria Satusha Satria Sakush Kaskasumana Sata. Disperse. I'm going to bring in the Gaia deck. Gaia, I'm going to ask for 2 cards between my innate self and collectives. My innate self, please. My innate self. Choice. Thank you. Collectives innate self. Collectives innate self. That was kind of sloppy, but I'll take it anyways. Periodic table of the elements. Right with the heart, coherency, solar plexus. Gaia, will you bring your blessing down? Or is it you bringing your blessing up, or you bringing your blessing down? Center your blessing, please, Gaia. Gaia, center Earth. Center your blessing for humanity. Center your blessing. Thank you. Strength. Bottom of the deck. Alignment. Top. Sage. Outside and get some flow. clears. I was going to do some, like, when I first started bringing that in, it was squares at the here, and then I started bringing in sounds for the third eye, and that's where I got more sound. It's easier for me to be outdoors, standing, moving, to bring in information like that. Okay. Have a great day. Find a way to share kindness and compassion collectively. Infuse what's around you with blessings and love and light. Your body is intelligent, and it's an intelligence beyond your brain. So don't try and outthink it or overthink it. Shut your brain off and feel into your body somatically. Allow that to be joyous. The angelic team that works with you, they embody you to feel good. Actually, they're very uplifting, raising kind of energy. You feel good. You might require more naps and baths, but your emotional calibration is what we're targeting. What you bring to the table, your normal constitution soup of self is precious, and you are seen. When you recognize that, it helps you feel the worthiness in your physical body. The pets near you, the wildlife around you, the natural nature environment will show that to you. Rainbows in the sky, that's what I'm wanting to say. Rainbows in the sky. Look for rainbows in the sky. Take care.